Hey guys, Lady D here, just showing you guys another tutorial. This is very funky, very rainbow, a lot of different colors. So if you guys are not comfortable with it, then just get out of the comfort zone. It's gonna be very fun, something very funky, something to do in the summer. Just because it's just makeup. Like if you don't like it, just take it off. I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, give it a thumbs up if you like it, and I'll see you in my next video. Hey guys, so today we're going to begin by mixing these two foundations, and we're going to apply that all over the face with a foundation brush. Mine is from BH Cosmetics and it's from their BH Studio Pro line, and basically most of my brushes today will be from that line, so I will be linking everything down below. And as usual, I'm going to be blending all of that out with a damp beauty blender, my favorite way to blend out my foundation. Now we're going to conceal our face using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Concealer. This concealer is amazing. I have no problems with this concealer whatsoever. It doesn't settle into fine lines. It doesn't crease. It stays put the entire day. I love this concealer. Going back with our beauty blender, making sure you don't see where your concealer starts and where it ends. Be setting our concealer, and today I'm going to be using the NYX Mineral Setted Tone Faded Matte Finishing Powder. This powder is so good. The only downside is I don't know if it's just because of my skin type. I do have oily skin, but lately it's been kind of dry. So if I leave this powder on for too long, it'll grab onto my dry patches and it'll kind of look a little flaky. So I kind of just leave it on for about 10 seconds. Like I literally will wipe it off right away. And then if I do that, then I'll just set my concealer and my concealer will not move the entire day. I am removing the excess powder with a Pro Stippling brush from Sephora. I believe it's number 44, but like I said, I will be linking everything down below. While removing the powder, just make sure you're not pressing too hard into your skin because it will break out the concealer. So just keep in mind to be very gentle when you're doing this part. Now jumping into our Morphe 350 palette, we're going to be using this shade right here. And I'm just using a fluffy brush. Mine is from Ecotools, I believe. And I think I got it from the drugstore. But I've had this brush for so long. If I find it, I will link it down below. But any fluffy brush will do. Now back into the 350 palette, and we're going to be using this color right here, and this is just going to add kind of like a glow from within all the colors that we're going to be using today. So you're not going to be able to kind of see it at the end, but it will add, I promise it does add a difference when you add all these transition shades under the colors. It just adds kind of like more dimension, like a glow within it. I promise I promise it makes a difference. Now we're going to jump into our Morphe 35B palette using this beautiful pink shade right here, and we're just going to apply that on the outer section of our crease. Using is the 122 brush from BH Cosmetics. It's just a more denser brush, so I just wanted it to pack on more color, so that's the brush that I decided to use for this. Side note, always be patient when you're dealing with colors like this. You always want to take your time to blend, pack on more color and blend until you're happy with the intensity. And just be patient, because dealing with colors like this, it can get a little messy, but if you're very patient and very precise, it can look very beautiful. A fluffy brush at the end there just to blend any harsh lines. You always want to do this step every time you pack on more color. Always blend. Blending is life. We'll see, I do go back and forth between packing on more color and blending. This is a step you want to do if you want to build the intensity of the eyeshadow. So you just pack on the color and then you just blend. Pack on, blend. Pack and blend, pack and blend. Now back into the 35B palette, we're going to be using this red shade right here. And we're just going to use the same brush we used to apply the pink shade. And we're just going to apply that closer to the inner corner. It's still going to remain on the crease, but you want to apply that closer to the inner corner, and you'll want to just add the intensity until you're happy with it. And then later on, we're just going to blend in the center where the pink and the red meet. And just a reminder, the more you blend, the happier you will be. The more you blend, the more seamless it will look. The more you blend, the more you blend, the more you blend. Blending is life. And once again, like I did before, we're just going back and forth between packing on the color and blending. You always want to blend. You cannot say that enough. Blending, it will make everything look so perfect and so beautiful. So you just go back and forth. Here I switched the brush to a more tapered, fluffy blending brush. It's also from the BH Studio Pro, and I'm just added a little bit of the pink and just started blending the red and the pink together. And I was so upset because when I was editing, I noticed my camera stopped recording when I started applying this purple shade, but I will enter the shade right now that I'm using. It's also from the 35B palette. And I'm just using a regular fluffy brush. I'm really not sure where I got this brush from. I had it for so long in my collection, so I just really like it because it's so fluffy, so soft. So I'm basically just packing on the color and then blending everything out. The key is to pack and blend, pack and blend. Now moving on to the lower lash line, I will be applying the Maybelline Lasting Drama Waterproof Gel Pencil in Lustrous Sapphire. And the way I do it is I just take a pencil brush and I will put some of the color on the brush itself rather than putting it on my waterline. And then I just kind of smoke it up that way. I mean, you can do it the way you want it, but I feel like when I used this gel liner, it wasn't as intense as I wanted it. So I feel like this is the best way I got the best color payoff. Then I just chose this same purple that we use on our top lid, and we're going to smoke that out on the lower lash line towards the outer corner just to meet those purples together. And I'm just using the same pencil brush. It's also from BH Cosmetics. I've had this for a long time, and we're just going to smoke that out. Be careful not to poke your eye because I've done that a few times and it does not feel good. And always remember to take your sweet time and what? B-L-E-N-D, blend. And using the same pink shade we used for our top lid, we're going to take that same tapered brush we used before and we're going to just smoke that out on our lower lash line. It'll just be beautiful, I'm telling you. The pink with the purple and the blue just makes such a beautiful color together. And we're just going to blend that out. We're going to smoke that out. You can take it as low as you want. You can leave it as high as you want. Girl, it's your eyes. You do what you want to do. And when you think you're not blending enough, blend some more. And we're going back into our 35B palette to grab this shade right here. I used a pencil brush to apply the inner corner highlights. You can use whatever brush you'd like. As long as it's small and tapered and fits right in there, you can use it. And I did not want such an intense highlight for this look, but if you want to go intense, go ahead, girl, do you. And through the power of editing, you'll see my brows in 3, 2, 1. Yes, girl, you better. I will have a video on how I do my brows coming up very soon. Now using these two shades in the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in medium to tan, we're just going to contour our cheeks and make our foreheads look smaller. And whatever you want to do, whatever you want to contour, go ahead, girl. Now going back to this shade here, we're going to use it to snatch our nose, make our nose look nice and skinny and slim and perfect. The power of makeup, guys, the power of makeup. Now going into this blush from MAC, it is, I believe, in the color Margin, and we're just going to apply that with a fluffy brush. Mine is also from the BH Cosmetics Pro line. Like I said, most of my brushes today are going to be from that line. It's just a beautiful line. I mean, why not? And it's inexpensive, so hey, more for your buck. And we're just going to apply that on our cheeks, on our apples of our cheeks. And then we're jumping into the Anastasia Glow Kit. I think mine is in that glow, and we're just going to use a blending brush, I believe it's called, or a setting brush. These are from, this one is from Real Techniques. I'll link it down below. And we're just going to highlight the heck out of our face, the top of our cheeks, the nose, the lips, everything. And now using the Sephora Pro Stippling brush number 44, I'm just going to blend all our contour, highlight, and blush together so there are no harsh lines and everything looks blended together. To start off with our lips, I forgot to give you guys a close-up, but this is Touch of Spice number 660 by Maybelline, and it's a matte lipstick. Beautiful shade. It's like a nudie brown pinky lip. And on top of that, we're going to go in with NYX Lingerie Lip, and it's in the color Baby Doll. This is such a beautiful color if you want it to be a little bit more nude. Touch of it, and it has like a pink tone to it, undertone. However, the formula is extremely drying, so I did not like the way it feels. So I did add the NYX Butter Gloss. I believe this is in Tiramisu. It's a beautiful color. It's kind of nude, but it has pink to it, so I had to add it on top. Then we're finishing off with the Infallible Makeup Setting Spray. I think it's called, I'm going to link it down below. I'm not sure if I said it correctly. And this is it. This is the final product. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys soon. Love you guys.